Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. Look forward to talking to you today about urgency. And who I'm talking to you gym owners, you gym operators, area directors, salespeople, folks that own personal training operations, really any part of the business, you want to understand the importance of urgency. Because at the end of the day, without urgency, it really doesn't matter when your customer responds. They can respond today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. You need urgency. And sometimes there's built-in urgencies, things that happen. But more often than not, we want to make sure that we're out there creating that. And think about some different things. The common one I think most of us talk about is, creating urgency in that membership sale. You want a reason to do it now. But if you're a new gym owner entering the industry, you're looking for a location, you're looking to acquire a club, act with urgency. Okay. If you're looking to hire, you're looking to train, you're looking to get a certain result, act with urgency. And I want to give you some things that can help you, and they can help you immediately. And the great thing about all this stuff doesn't cost anything for you. It's just a matter of acting on it and getting it done. So the first thing I want to do here, I want to give you some definitions of what urgency means, just in case there's any misunderstanding here. Urgency: to act promptly. Pretty simple. If you're trying to sell a membership, you're trying to sell personal training, you're trying to acquire a business, you're trying to sell a business, you're looking for site selection, you're trying to acquire financing, you're trying to fix a problem, you're trying to train somebody. I mean, the list can go on and on. Act promptly. The second thing, act with intention to make things happen. So we want to act promptly, and we want to act with the intention to make things happen. And then third, doing what needs to be done immediately. There's no procrastination, doing what needs to be done immediately. And I think if many operations could adopt this philosophy of thinking, it could change things immediately, because too often we get into a little bit of a victim mode, we get back on our heels, we get isolated, and we lose this. Act with urgency. So act promptly, act with an intention to make things happen, and do what needs to be done immediately. Now, what I want to talk about here a little bit for you is, things that you can do, to create this urgency, things that you can do to make these things start to happen. And I've got 11 items here I want to go through with you quickly, and pick out the ones that, you can say, well, hey, I kind of see me in that one. I could be me. I could be doing that. I can make that change immediately. And so here's number one, is make your own decisions. These are talking to you, okay? Make your own decisions. Make smart, quick decisions with confidence. Start doing that. Make smart, quick decisions with confidence. Number two, and you hear me talk about this one quite a bit, identify obstacles, to your gym's progress and work to remove them. We talk about this all the time when we talk about, writing a plan of action, roadblocks and setbacks. What are the obstacles? What's in the way of us getting the result we're looking for? We want to measure performance, right? And so every day you're doing this. So identify, what are these obstacles? Maybe it's who we're associating with. Maybe it's our training. Maybe it's our expectation. Maybe it's planning. But identify what the obstacles are. Maybe it's your process. But identify these obstacles and get rid of them. Start looking at that today and see what kind of a difference that can make. It could be just how we think, could be the obstacle. We might have, as the great Zig Ziglar would say, we might have stinking thinking. And so that could be one of the obstacles that we want to remove. Number three, in your business, you want to establish a culture that's focused on outcomes, not individual tasks. What outcomes are we looking? We want to sign a new lease. We want to acquire a new facility. We want to write, 200 sales in a month. We want to have 3 people come out of training this month that are ready to go. But identify outcomes. Be focused on outcomes, not just the individual task. Number 4, You want to communicate clearly, okay, the consequences for inaction. Clarify what happens if desired outcomes aren't met. If you're trying to hit certain sales quotas, you're trying to hit certain referral quotas, you're trying to get a certain number of prospect traffic to walk into your gym, you're trying to find this new location, you're trying to acquire a gym, whatever it is, communicate clearly what are the consequences of inaction. Make sure people know what happens if desired outcomes aren't met. And this doesn't necessarily mean, hey, we're going to start firing people. That's not really what I'm talking about here. What happens? If it's a salesperson that maybe is not hitting their numbers, maybe they have to go through new hire training again. Maybe if you're working with a broker on trying to find a new location or trying to acquire a gym, maybe it will cancel out the exclusive agreement that you have. Maybe you say, hey, we're going to bring somebody else on to help. Whatever it might be, but clarify, what these consequences are going to be, for inaction. Number 5, identify what systems, work for your gym and what systems don't. Processes, which systems are working, what processes are working, what don't, and eliminate the ones that no longer serve you. You might be, operating with a process or a system that's antiquated that really, doesn't really get you done what needs to be done. I know I've talked to many clubs that, have certain softwares and gym management systems that they don't get what they need from it, but they accept it. And it diminishes the urgency with which they're able to operate their business. So eliminate systems that no longer serve you. This could be technology that you think maybe is a great idea, but if it no longer serves you, let's get rid of it. You might have just physical processes, things we do inside the gym that no longer fit. Well, let's get rid of them. Okay, and let's make sure that we are operating on systems and processes that are going to move this thing forward and are going to create the kind of urgency that you're looking for. Number 6, announce and celebrate small successes. You get small successes. You want to acknowledge this and celebrate this because you want to demonstrate what's going to happen when desired outcomes are met. Okay, and so celebrate the small successes. I'll give you an example. I still do this. When I get the opportunity. But back in those days when I was managing gyms and learning how to do all this, one of the things that I did, every time someone made a sale, I'd shake their hand. It might be the only sale they made that day. It might be the only sale they made that week. That might have been 0 for 10, made a sale. Maybe they're not hitting the quota. Everything's going wrong potentially for them, but they make that sale. Thank you. Okay, and it was genuine, it was sincere. It's because I was going to celebrate those small successes because I wanted them to know what's going to happen when desired outcomes are met. Okay, they're going to get appreciation, they're going to get thanks, they're going to get recognition. Okay, so make sure you announce and celebrate these success stories. Don't hide them. And these things can work with members and anything you're doing. Agree on deadlines and provide reminders. What are the deadlines? If it's for membership production, if it's for sales production, it's for referrals, it's for traffic flow, it's for personal training, it's for retail, it's for supplements, it's for your site selection, looking to acquire a gym, looking to sell a gym. Whoever you're dealing with, make it clear what are the deadlines here. And there could be more than one different type deadlines. And provide reminders. We're trying to create urgency, a call to action. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter when this gets done. Number 8, keep meetings short and make sure you use an agenda. Now, in my case, when I do meetings, generally speaking, my meetings last an hour. I don't let them go over. I have a very specific agenda mapped out. Everybody gets a copy of it. We know exactly what it's going to be, and we move through it quickly and briskly. We don't rush it. We don't skip over things. We get everybody involved, but there's a strategy for it because, hey, we have urgency. We want to get things done. We want to give you the information you need, get you the information, get you out of here, and let's get producing. So keep your meeting short. Have a defined agenda. Doesn't matter what it is. Okay, if it's at the corporate level, at the club level, it's outside that with vendors. Have that agenda and make sure it's clear, and you move through it quickly. Number 9, when you're speaking, okay, you're talking to your groups, you're having big meetings. Get to the point quickly, and you get to the point quickly, and you want to encourage everyone on your staff to do the same thing. We don't need long, drawn-out explanations. In most cases, we know what's happening. We know what's going on. We don't need to reassess the problem. We're not trying to re-identify what the problem are. To identify what the solutions are, get to the point quickly, and let's move forward. Number 10. This is for you as an individual. Okay? You want to demonstrate your leadership by leading by example. Meet your own personal deadlines. Whatever it is that you're supposed to do. One of my favorite deadlines is, hey, you have a meeting at 9 o'clock, well, be there at 8:45, or maybe earlier than that. Be on time. Don't be one of these folks that's always late, always late, always late. You send a message, and it's not the message that you probably want. So meet your own personal deadlines. This is a great leadership by example. You start being the first one there. You're always the first one there. You're always the last one to leave. You'll be surprised how many folks start to follow that, and they want to be the first one there, or they want to be there when you get there, or they're not leaving until you do. Because this will pay dividends for you, whether you're in sales, you're in operations, you're in management, you own, whatever it is you might be doing. You're a broker. Okay? And number 11, our final one on the list here, is hold one-on-one meetings with your team. Whether it be inside your gym, it's with brokers you're working with, whoever it is, hold one-on-one meetings, and you want to secure buy-in. They have to agree, hey, these are the deadlines, this is what we're looking for, this is why we're looking for it, this is when it needs to be done. Okay? Make sure you get buy-in. Okay, so these are some things you can do, and you can do them immediately. They're not going to cost you anything. That you can create urgency. You'll start making sales. You'll start getting results right away. And one of the things that I would comment on that you see this one frequently, and I hope you guys are doing it, is your month-end closeout. For your gym. Your most successful operations in the fitness industry, they're doing a closeout at the end of every month. In other words, hey, final 4 days, final 3 days, final 2 days, final day. And you will see these membership sales go up, 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 and up. And I've seen clubs that really do a great job of that. They'll write as much as 40% of their business for that month in those final few days, in that final week. And why? Because they've created urgency. They've created a deadline. This is going to end. When you create deadlines, things get done. When you create urgency, things get done. So that's an example. If you're not doing a closeout, start doing one. Okay? If you're not sure how to do that, if you need some help with this, click the link below. We're offering a free 45-minute strategy session. Happy to talk to you about your business and what you can do, to improve, and what you can do to create urgency. In addition to that, for you folks that are looking to become certified, you want to become a certified personal trainer, you want to be an online trainer, you want to be a group exercise instructor, and a host of others, we've affiliated below. You can click that link, for a variety of certifications that you can grab online. So I hope you found this information beneficial today. If you like the content that I put out there for you, consider hitting that subscribe button. It helps me expand our audience. It helps me reach more people to help them grow and operate their business. Again, my name's Jim Thomas. Hope you all have a great day.